Welcome back to RimWorld. JC here. And I did the little, as I said, I put some stuff down. So what we've got is I put in the actual rough positions of all the pillboxes or hard points. These perfectly fine. This one, the mod that these come from, which is the defensive network, there is stuff that I can put around them that will increase their range because there's a blind spot just here. From here in these, blind spot, but I can increase their range. There won't be a blind spot. There is embrasures either side of the door. I haven't fixed this one from the old design, so it's not being built, so I'll fix that at another point in time. What exactly are we going to do? Well, while they're busy doing this, I think it's time we go for a little flight. What's that require? Well, we can't do it right now, but we will eventually. We use up almost all of our last steel. But that's fine. Right, let's get this going, shall we? Launch! Oh yeah, I have to generate the planet. Right, it's probably going to be one of these two I'm going to, so I'm going to pop down here. Into the desert. Does it matter? No, not really. It's only a short hop before I can jump on again. Yes, it's near polluted tile. Not staying there permanently. No to crew. This is a actually, it doesn't really make a lot of difference, does it? Estimated grab data yield is 32. 71. Okay, he can be the pilot. Later on, he isn't the pilot. He is the research technician. Bear is the maintenance technician. Echo becomes the co-pilot and Chipmonk becomes the actual pilot. That's later on. For now, two people are best pilots. Note, it's all piloting disabled. Yes, JC will downgrade his piloting and Echo will upgrade her piloting. It only makes this screen easier to manage. That's all. I don't have to keep remembering to swap them around. If only two people can do the piloting, it'll put the best piloting ability here and the second best here. Done. Board the mechanoids. Do not board colony animals. We don't have any, but average maintenance isn't that great, but it also isn't giving us a negative. It doesn't give us a positive, but it can give us a negative. Okay. Won't be able to launch again for 1.5 days after landing. Pain in the ass, but 20% chance of having a minor incident. Yep. And an 8.8% chance of a positive boon happening. Yeah, go. Right. That's them on their way. We are going to head for the upper one, the relay, so we can actually shoot some stuff. There's a higher chance I'll get plasteel out of this because mechanoids. It's a lot of micromanagement on this one. This one, you just clear the map and then set the things to research, to hack. Set the things to auto-hack and then let them get on with it while you concentrate on the base. There is a battle in progress going on. Oh, round 1, lost. Why is it always like round 1 is really bad? Bunch of Muppets. Never mind. Right, let's watch this thing fly. Sort of. Well, the mechs get there first, closely followed by GC, and then well, eventually gets rear end onto the ship and into position. Right, he's on board, in position. What exactly are we waiting for? What exactly are we waiting for? Alright, we'll cancel it then. Launch. There. Next. Go. You know what? Don't even bother with boarding that. Don't bother with any of that. Do that. Just you two. Everybody else is on board. Everything's on board. Stay. But make sure you stay there. Meanwhile, before we head off, I do need to pop up the research. There, I need to go to Grav Study. Good, I did pre-select a focus, so that's fine. Get on with it. There we go. I don't know what they were waiting for, but care. Go! Whoosh! Finally! It's actually fly the damn thing! Not exactly slow either. This is moving at standard speed. Look at it go! One thing I do need to do when you do this is to turn off road building. Otherwise they'll start trying to build a road over to it and from it. Trust me, I experienced that in the test play. Like, what? Why are you... Oh, turn building off. Because this counts as a... Wherever it lands counts as a settlement, even though it's temporary. Yeah, so we move the landing zone, we'll turn that. Is there anything? Any interesting looking rocks? Also known as stuff to mine. Components. Hold on. Aha. Lots of machinery, lots of steel. Alright. Or, alternatively. Right. I could have just gone manage, isn't it? Yep, orders, mine. And it'll highlight it all for me. Gold. I think we're going to turn this way, and we're going to land right here. Okay, everybody, get off the ship. Off the ship. Off the ship. Oh, landmark spotted. While landing, crew noticed an unusual location in the surrounding area. A toxic crater lake. Yeah, lovely. But it is a bit, how should we say, it's a bit warm inside at 148. And 227 in the main area. Which is why you order everybody to get out and let the air vents there's only 3, there's supposed to be 4. That's why, because it doesn't support it yet. Okay, cool. So that will very quickly drop. I don't care about the landmark. What I do care about is, you know what, this gold. That gold. We'll grab some of the steel. It's still 100 something. Mate, are you? Oh, you're having a prey, are you? You're not assigned to, like... You are assigned to mining. Okay. They'll do it eventually. The rest of the squad... come into here. And you can shut down. There you go. They can go in there. Way! Defense was successful. Blimey. We did it. We defended. Way. Just having a... Oh, it's recreation time, that's why. Okay. We have 1.4 days until we can go again. So meanwhile, back at base. Because until it's ready to go, all they're going to do is I just told them to do the mining. And that's it. Got some building going on here. Got my doors. I did plan the doors. I said. There's a lot of measuring and all that. The usefulness of this door is if you're, say, over here. You can come out here and you're heading towards the defensive areas. Disadvantage with having them so far away is if you have to change between the sides of the wall. Because these are embrasures. So we can shoot the 5. Yeah. These ones. This gives us an ability to help defend an area, plus the doors. Either side of the doors will also be the same. Just an area where we can stand to shoot out. Or if the enemy gets to the wall before us, they can stand there to shoot in. You know, it works both ways. Then again, that's what this is here to stop. That's fine. I'll work it out. Don't know whether I wanted it to do the corner trick or not. Don't even know whether it'll do the corner trick. Right. What are you lot doing? You're having a nap. Alright, well, carry on then. Let's speed it up because we've got time to burn away before we can launch the ship again. Oh yes, we got that done last time. What is our supply of? You know what, I might actually replace that. Excuse me. Cancel that. Build copy. Here. I'd like it at least good. Excellent, so it at least matches the rest of this. I should return that on, get that built, because that's my ability to make tea. Seeing as I'm growing it. Might as well make it into something. Oh good. They've finished with the gold. Start work on the nearby steel then. Oh, hold on. Nearby steel. Sometimes it's really hard with the retexture to see them in certain rock types and from certain angles. A few more range. How much is it? Okay, so 210 to get home from there. That's 310. 410. We don't have enough fuel to get home. Which is problematic. All things considering. So we're going to have to do something emergency-wise. Transport. Infrastructure. Raid. Aerial? That's it. Aerial. I'm going to slap that just there. And then connect it up in the wall. That'll allow us to launch pods, which means I can crank out some astro fuel and just fire it over. Oh, they're dropping in right on top of us. They are dropping in on top of here. Okay, run over to there. Meanwhile, protect the stand there. That's not particularly brilliant places for them because they can't actually shoot round this one. There we go. Now they can. You stand behind here and shoot. Come on. Quick, 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 quick. Can you actually see? No, I don't think you can. Oh, good, there is a tree there. Oh, God! I got absolutely mullered. That's the extended burst on this thing. Yeah, that didn't end well. The first guy just got absolutely mullered. Also, of course, because I changed them to auto selection. So they'll automatically select a firing mode which either shortens or extends their burst capability if their weapon has a burst capability. I can turn that off. The default doesn't do anything. Precision, I think that forces it to be. Does manipulate a few things, but it's not easy to see. Got precision, short burst, suppression, and default. That's for super long range. Just general range, and then suppression is they are close enough for you to just pull on the trigger and just let rip. So I let them switch between. Now precision with a burst weapon like the saw here does not take out, it just reduces the amount of burst that it can do. It just applies a modifier. If I pull up the weapon in question, burst shot count. Now at the moment that's doubling, so I've doubled it due to the belt magazine, but the firing mode will also make a difference on that. So default is baseline, does not care. Doesn't seem to be making a big difference. I just want to see if I can actually. No, it doesn't seem to change it. Ugh. At least it's not actively updating it. But that is vanilla firing. Firing modes or something daft like that. Alright, back in there. Go on, back in. Then I'll turn you off. You got anything useful? No. 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 Nothing I actually want to loot them for. So 18 hours till they can go. So they've already grabbed the gold, which was nice. Not that I needed it, but hey, I can sell gold. Gold is valuable. No silver. Obviously, my highest priority would be to find compacted plasteel. That would be the best thing, because we need plasteel. The multi-analyzer, the doors. Doors over here, and these ones. Ah. What's your medical skill? 5. Because you won't actually tend yourself. Low priority doctor, so I can actually tell you to do this. And you come over here and prioritize. Without setting it to some priority, I can't tell them to go do this thing. Ah! They're putting in the bridges. Because of the mud. Cannot have a wall on mud. It won't let you, so we've got a little bit of bridges going in there. They'll get around to it eventually. Maybe eventually. They're putting some of the steel away. That's nice. It was a masterwork rather than a legendary. Oh, we got some decent enough chairs for them to play poker with. They have a rather a very impressive rec room. Somewhat impressive dining room. It would have been better if I didn't have to put the wall in. Hey, but you know, technicalities. You're not made my tea counter yet. Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're going to go crowd watching until my tea counter's done. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, now what we do is, with this system, is I need to find the one thing. There you go. Brew tea quickly. I don't know why that looks like it's got milk in it, right? Because do that forever. Because you just take the tea leaves and you turn it into tea. Fine. Then what you do is black tea. Cool, make black tea. Why does it require milk? What? What? Take tea, add milk, black tea. Last time I checked, which was yesterday, I had tea yesterday. That's just tea. Put milk in it, it's just normal tea. Black tea would be, strictly speaking, this one. Though if you're taking just raw leaves, depending on how you process the leaves, that's more likely to be green tea. Because you have to ferment it, do other processes to make it into black tea. Obviously, the kind folks over at Vanilla Expanded don't drink tea. Pretty obvious from how they've named it. They don't drink tea. You notice that? Brew filter coffee makes coffee, and it is black. Ah. Hold on. Really? Ah. Okay. Right. Coffee gives you. You don't get to. You're not as. You don't tire as quickly and you learn faster, but you can't become addicted to it. Tea, as everybody knows, is always safe. Don't tell that to the people that I know and have known in the past who had to go on to decaf tea because it was causing problems. Mind you, they were drinking the equivalent of buckets a day. So, everything in moderation, you know? But we can do it. This is growing slowly because it's in standard soil. Everything else is in rich soil. Other than the trees, because my track record with trees is not very good. So I slapped them there and left them. What will happen is these trees will get to about 100% or just below the amount at which I can harvest some fruit off them. And then there'll be a drought in which they die. That's normally what happens. I do not have a particularly brilliant track record with orchards. Much to my annoyance. You know, another thing I can add on to here is like a brewing area. And then move that into the brewing area. Because you brew tea, you brew coffee, you also brew alcohol. It's like, why would you do that? Money. For the monies. Granted, once I've got enough silver to make the mining outpost to bring in the mining division, money won't be a problem. Because they are going to absolutely produce. Which is great, because they can produce an absolute ton, even with me tithing steel off them. Which means I won't have to worry about steel anymore. Granted, they haven't gone and gotten all the steel yet, but how much steel do I have left on this map? Don't think it's a lot. Oh no, there's a fair chunk there. There's one chunk there. Some jade there. There's another bit there and there. Gold. Ancient danger. Pull the chunk out of here. I don't know whether there's any more hidden inside here. That is very strange. Why? I may just have to mine that out so that it reveals the area. Because that's actually a return, but it hasn't actually unveiled it. And if you walk in there, it will still say they can walk in there, but game mechanics. Come on, chaps, you ready to fly yet? 5 hours. And we're out of time. So I guess, unfortunately, we got to see some Yitakin get absolutely murked. But, we don't get to see this little lot go deal with a few mechanoids. Because it takes too long to refresh. Now, Gravjumper computer does multiple things. It is a very nice little thing. I want it a lot. What it will do, just to summarize the text, is it will give me positives to the quote-unquote ritual, the launch. So it will make the quality higher here. It will mean we generate more grav data. I think it does some other stuff, but those are the main two. It makes the flight easier and you generate more data from the flight. Basically to make this stage easier, because once you get to a full grav ship, as I say, once you get to a full gravship, it's a lot easier to make research. You gain a lot more data because you have large engines and just your range is just so much more. So what I will do is, even though we're going to sail way over on time, I'm going to let them pick up all this steel, pile it into there, because it did prompt me we're allowed to leave. Granted, because there isn't so much stuff here, that it's a tiny little raid. But it is a raid, which is annoying because I was going to try and fly the ship, but no. You three, come with me. We may need to use chain bolt. May or may not. We'll see. What's the point? I was trying to remember something. We had that. Did I not? I swear I put a bipod on this thing. I have got a bipod. Oh, aiming time multiplier. That's it. It takes longer to aim, which is the equivalent of him putting the bipod up. But requires preparation to achieve maximum effect. So too, yes. Okay. They've simulated that by increasing the aiming time. Okay. I know in Combat Extended, if you've got a bipod, you actually have to click the button to set it up. This is not Combat Extended, this is the base game. So we've got some fun back at home for next time. Oh, sneaky. Stand here. So instead of him going down there, he's going to have to deal with this one. Right, so home base is being attacked, and this is ready to fly on to its next target in a little bit once they pick this up. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC. Out.